Dolphins linked to Mark Andrews. Sounds like a rumor at first, but it hits different. It's not background noise. It's not just another offseason headline. It's tension. It's boldness. It's Miami stirring the pot again in a way that grabs attention, makes people stop scrolling, and just feel the heat of what could be. First, it was Janna Smith. The guy exploded last season. Out of nowhere, turned himself into a top-tier weapon. 88 catches, 884 yards, 8 touchdowns. Career bests across the board. You'd think that earns him a new deal, right? Something long-term. Something stable. Miami looked at those numbers, and nothing. No extension. No faith. No long-term plan. Just a trade to Pittsburgh. Cold move. Business move. Whatever you want to call it. It left a hole. And what did they do? They reached into retirement. Pulled Darren Waller out like a magician pulling a rabbit from a hat. Waller, who hadn't played since 2023. Waller, who's missed more games than he's played in recent years. Waller, who once was a beast, but now carries more question marks than exclamation points. Miami's betting big. They're hoping there's still juice in those legs, still fire in those hands. It's risky. It's loud. It's very Miami. But if you're putting your season in the hands of someone who hasn't played in a year, you better have a backup plan. And right now, that plan looks like Pharaoh Brown and Julian Hill. Solid guys. Locker room guys. But threats? Not really. Reliable depth? Maybe. Contenders need more than maybe. Then the whispers start. Mark Andrews. Out of Baltimore. One of the best tight ends in the game over the last 5-6 seasons. A red zone monster. A matchup headache. A top 3 guy when he's on. But last year, bit of a dip. Still had 55 catches, 673 yards, and 11 touchdowns. But that electricity, that edge, it flickered a little. People noticed. Ravens fans noticed. Teams looking for openings noticed. He's 29 now. Not old, but not fresh off the draft. His contract, starting to tick louder. And Baltimore's got Isaiah likely coming up. Younger, cheaper, flashing upside. Front offices aren't sentimental. They're calculating. They look at timelines, windows, depth charts. Maybe Baltimore sees a chance to flip Andrews before the value drops. And Miami? You know they're watching. They've already shaken things up this offseason. They're not tiptoeing. They're swinging. Waller was a swing. Smith was a swing in reverse. Andrews? That's a full-on haymaker. That's saying, we're not here to play cute. We're here to win. Think about what Andrews brings. The hands, the awareness, the toughness, the ability to sit in a zone and punish defenders. He lives in those intermediate routes, that space just beyond linebackers. He's not flashy like a wide out, but he's reliable like a heartbeat. And in the red zone, lethal. He turns tight spaces into playgrounds. Andrews changes the offense. He's not just a safety valve. He's a weapon. He forces defensive coordinators to scheme differently. You can't leave him alone. You can't shade him lightly. That opens up the field. Makes Waddle's life easier. Gives Hill more room. Stretches the middle. And if Waller's healthy, now you've got problems all over the field. Now defenses start to sweat. But there's no guarantee Waller gives you anything. That's not hate. That's just history. Injuries stack up. Time off takes a toll. You don't play 16 games more than twice in your career and not raise eyebrows. That's why Andrews matters. He's not a plan B. He's a parallel track. A hedge. A potential star. This isn't just about production, though. It's about tone. What message do you send when you trade away a breakout tight end and go fishing for a retired one? What do you tell your fans? Your players? Your quarterback? Bringing in Andrews shifts that tone. Says, we're not done. Says, we're building something. Says, we see the window and we're kicking it open. And there's emotion here. There's a pulse. Fans still feel the sting of losing Smith. He was fun. He was fire. Watching him leave felt wrong. Waller coming in was exciting, but it's conditional excitement. It needs a backup. Someone stable. Someone who's done it before and still has more to give. That's Andrews. It's a move that soothes the sting and sets the tempo. But this isn't Madden. Trades have cost. What does Baltimore want? Draft picks? Player swaps? Miami's not overflowing with cap space. Every dollar counts. Every asset matters. But sometimes, the window's open and you either climb through or watch it slam shut. Andrews is worth a real conversation. He's not a dream. He's not fantasy. He's a possible reality if the front office decides they're tired of waiting.